Okay, anyone hops on here, wanna leave a comment, what have you. Should be going out to Rumble as well. I'm not sure. It's marked up top, so I don't know if I can leave comments on Rumble or not. Anyways, I got some chicken that I need to use up, and I thought I would go live. And I would do that, so that's what I'm doing. And it's gonna be some kind of chicken paprikash sort of thing, and we'll see how this goes. In a minute, I'll turn my camera on. Adjusting everything and all that good stuff. So right now, so I'm kind of throwing stuff together, I need to figure out what kind of oil that I need to use. So, what kind of oil do I have? Canola oil, oil. I mean, that'll work. Kind of goes good with onions. And I need to buy more anyways. I might just use that. And I need about a half a cup. So, about a half a cup. Here we go. If I get my camera. There we go. It's about a half cup. And I need to get that kind of sizzling. Had to start the back burner. Sometimes I have to start with a match. It just is. It happens. I'm probably corking someone. I don't know. I need to cook this stuff. And there's a bit of drama that I don't like anyways. But if you're out there, looks like I have one person watching. Great. Awesome, whoever you are. I'm going to turn this down. Actually, I don't need it sizzling. I'm not quite that sizzling. Especially in the pan. Oh. I'll turn it way down. There we go. I'm just throwing a little water in there. Anyways, I got about one medium-sized yellow onion. And that sounds a lot better. I am going to, like everything else I cook, I've got an onion or some kind of vegetable in a pan and some oil or some butter. And we're gonna kind of saute these, let them get kind of clear. Don't have to go too crazy with it. So, and this will probably take a little while because I got oil on my computer there. I have very little space in my kitchen, and trying to figure out how to set the computer up. I tried doing it with the phone. Sometimes I use the phone, but it's kind of awkward, especially if I want to look at a chat or anything like that. So we've now got onions in here, and it's kind of cool. I can look at the camera and kind of move the onions around. Don't need to move them too much, just so they don't stick or anything. And for the next thing, I definitely don't need to heat up real high, because then I'm going to be adding paprika. But what we're going to be cooking are these boneless, skinless chicken thighs that freeze or sell by the 16th. So I probably need to use these. I don't know what next week holds. I don't know what the week after that holds or anything else. So I'm just going to worry about today. And I'm going to cook these. But what I do need for them is I need salt. And I'm going to need a bit of salt here. So, where's it at? There we go. Just cheap old salt. Ain't gotta get fancy with it. Just gonna want to salt these pretty good. Got 3 of them in here. I'm going to salt both sides of these 3. Then I'm going to take the other 3 here, put them in here, and I'm going to salt them. Make use of my space. I've only got so much. This ain't a fancy chef's kitchen. It's a tiny kitchen and a tiny 3-bedroom house. But it serves its purpose. I'm just gonna put this up here. And let me see, get my camera moved a little bit there. Let me see where it's at. That'll work. So, can't forget my onions. Spread them out there. Let's see something with my camera. And hope that tape sticks. The camera won't stay where I want it. And that just is. If anybody out there wants to leave a comment, that'd be awesome. A phone getting notification. Oh, I'm working Yankee. I don't think Yankee will mind. It's not like I'm going to take all his years. I'm bored. I've been home for a month. Now, this is what I'm going to use next. Hungarian sweet paprika. And when I'm doing smoked and stuff, won't really work well. But anything with bell pepper or peppers in general looks like something that will really attract bugs, and I live out in the swamp, so if you live anywhere like that, it's a good idea to close these up good, put them in a bag, something like that, or they will find their way to it. Doesn't matter how good you seal up your house either. Okay, it's about 1 tablespoon. I'll put one more. That's where you really gotta watch it. Because this paprika will burn really easily. DJ Play Nice. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for leaving a comment. Would you let me know about my audio and all that, if everything's coming in good? It should. I think I'm getting better at checking that. Okay. I had a thing to put this on, but I've also got 2 cats and a mastiff. Sometimes that doesn't work out too well. So now I'm going to put my chicken in here. We're basically going to cook the chicken until we get a good coloring on it. Kind of one of the things you do by eye. Oh, it's good. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to want to get that paprika all over the chicken. My motor skills have not been exactly great lately. I wonder why. We're just going to cook these in here for a few minutes. But you got to keep moving it because you don't want to, well, you don't have to constantly do it. But it's on a low heat. And you just kind of want to get the paprika cooked into it pretty good. I haven't decided what else I'm going to do, except here in a few minutes we're going to add water to it. And I'm going to cover it up and probably get a few other ingredients ready, like probably about 3/4 cup of flour, maybe 2 cups of half and half, and some sugar. I don't know when I'm going to add the sugar though. I haven't made up my mind. And it's kind of going to make like a cream sauce sort of thing to go with it. I don't know if I want to put this over something like rice or put it beside it. Or if I want to do like dumplings, like chicken and dumpling kind of thing. I would usually do like Czech dumplings, but I'm not boiling bread at the moment. My dumplings need some work. They're not bad, just I see other people make them and I'm like, oh, yours are better than mine. It's not that complicated, it's just you put it in a pot of water and you're boiling bread, you take it out, you slice it up like bread. It's not dumplings like chicken and dumplings, it's a totally different thing. Well, not totally different, but it is. It's one of them things. Here we go. Couple more minutes and I'll turn those. Don't worry, my set is clean. I'm constantly cleaning. And that just is. I don't know what sugar. I'll see how it turns out with like stevia. We're actually trying to cut back on actual sugar because my wife is diabetic and I'm pre-diabetic, so I need to start watching that. I've already cut back on the alcohol. Find time to do that though. I'm stuck at home for a month and I can't drink. Can't drink anyways because of medication. So, yeah, I've got some stevia packets. I'll try those. Let me turn these. It's weird because I'm sitting in a chair. Okay. See all that coloring is getting all over there from the paprika. And I have a visitor. Come here, Dennis. Come here. He smells the chicken. If anyone happens to be on Rumble or any of that, or on Twitch, because it should be going out to YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. My son had me set up a Twitch. And if you could leave a comment and I could see it, that would be awesome. And I can see how it shows up. It should show up with a different icon on it. That's what I'm thinking, because they've all got the little YouTube icon. And I think my link went out with a Twitch icon. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do another invite. and see how that works. So I can do it this way. Another. Can any of you see the link? Because it is in there. I'll just stop here. Okay. I should have posted to YouTube and Twitch. Because that's the two icon things that I have showing up. And this is getting about where I want it. So I'm going to start adding water. Four cups. And that is 6 cups of water. I probably need some more salt at this point. I'll put that in there. And I want to put the sugar in now. I think I'll go ahead and do that. See how this turns out. I'll put 2 packets in. And stir that around a bit. Tricky part is going to come here in about 30 minutes or so, and that's where I'm going to have to take the chicken back out. And we're going to mix a few things into here. Push all this down. Still weird. I'm used to looking over everything when I'm sitting in a chair. So I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. Just a little over medium. And I'm going to cover this. And in about 30 minutes, I will take that out. Give me a second. Okay. My wife had to get something out of the fridge. Your spaghetti is almost done. Okay, well, I hope your spaghetti's good. Spaghetti's good. I got the stuff to make spaghetti. I thought about making that tonight. I got all kinds of sauce. I haven't made spaghetti sauce in quite a while. Burnaby, hey, how you doing? Just some kind of random chicken paprikash sort of thing. I needed to use up some chicken, and I'm using it up by cooking this. So in about 30 minutes, the chicken itself should basically be done, and I'm going to take it out of the pot. I'm going to put it over in this other little tray, and I'm going to add a few more ingredients to it. That's squeaking. Lovely. Thinking 3/4 cup of flour and about 2 cups of half and half. And that should come out about right. How am I going to do that? Measuring cup is only 2 cups, so I might do like half and half of it. Like, what is half of 3/4? That's 3/8. So put 3/8 a cup of flour in with a cup of half and half, and mix that in, and then do it all over again. And that should work. Yeah, fractions are fun. You have to know fractions for cooking. And what's weird is they don't always translate. Like, just because you use like a cup and a teaspoon and all that stuff with one size portion, when you double it, it doesn't, like, if you double all the ingredients, sometimes that works and sometimes that doesn't. It's like you make it and then you figure out, okay, maybe I need to cut back on something. Where's my phone? Here's my phone. I should find something on here. Oil splattered on my phone. Okay. Let me share a link out here. Where do I want to go? maybe Rumble. Not Rumble. What do you call it? Discord. Yes, Discord conversation. Okay, that's one link. And how is it now? 35. So it's gonna be closer to 9. Like maybe 8:50, 8:55. When I take the chicken out of here. I think if it was a fancy show, like Julia Child or something, she would already have all this stuff fixed. This would be the part where she'd take the one pot off the stove and she'd put it underneath, and then she'd take that other pot that she already had everything ready and she'd start on the next step in the process. I don't have enough food to do that. I don't have enough room to do that. So I don't know, maybe I could cut the portion sizes down and do that. But yeah, this is gonna take just a little bit. Let me stir this a little bit. Show everyone what we're here for. The food. Which is why there's 2 cats and a dog in here. Turn that up just a little bit. Okay. Where else can I post a link? I think you're always learning how to do this. That, and I'm not on a computer or anything like that every day. So I don't use computers at work or anything like that. I'm usually only doing this on the weekend. So it might take me a little bit longer. Okay, post the link out here. If I could get someone in the chat, that probably go a little bit better. Just someone to bounce off of, talk to, that sort of thing. There are a lot of people that just, they cook and they do their thing, and of course it's usually a shorter video. It's like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's just them talking and doing their thing, and it's an edited video, that sort of stuff, and they do pretty good with that. If I'm editing and if I was cutting all this stuff out, that would probably be one thing. But I'm live. That, and I need some watch time because I'm trying to get my watch time up. It needs to be about 6 times what it is. A lot of that's because I don't really have the ability to post something every day, Most of the time I'm not home. This last month you'd think I would have got out a whole lot of videos, but I spent quite a bit of it with my leg propped up laying in bed and going back and forth to doctors. So that and I can only be up for so long. I can sit up a lot longer now, but before I could only sit up for so long because, even sitting up, much less trying to stand or use a walker or anything. Because when you stand up, all the blood goes down, and my leg was what was hurt the worst, and so all the blood would go there, and it just start swelling and hurting, swelling and hurting, and I'd have to lay back down. So there's kind of a timer on how long I've been able to do anything. A lot of things going by the wayside too, just because I haven't been able to do them. Trying to get a 19-year-old over here to help with the lawn. That would be awesome. I think he's coming over Tuesday to do that. I don't know if any of y'all have kids that have moved out of the house. 19, 20-year-olds. I don't think they start wanting to come back until they're like 24 or 25. And like, hey, I need help with this, or what have you. All of a sudden, you got smart. Funny how that works out. But everybody goes through it. Growing pains, I guess. Heard from a few friends, well, one in particular recently. I went to high school with him, and I haven't heard from him in a long time. Kind of got to me. But he's in his chosen life, so. He's been a soldier for like 20-something years. He's retired, and that's what he's still doing. So it's interesting. It was awesome to hear from him, though. One of those friends you don't have to see all the time, and years can go by, and then you meet back up, and you just pick right back up where you left off. And
hey, can I ask you a question real quick?
Hold on, let me mute this. Sorry about that. My wife had a question. She does take priority. So. Super bad videos. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing better. I'm moving around a whole lot better. I can sit up for a whole lot longer. I can't walk for that long. I can walk a little bit, but it's like I can go outside, I can walk the dog for a little bit, come back in, and I've got to put my foot up. But sitting down I can do for a whole lot longer. The biggest worry with my leg right now is infection. So I had a nice conversation with my doctor, and if that goes to the bone, I could lose my leg. If I lose my leg, I definitely can't ride a motorcycle or drive a truck or anything. But I don't know. I know a one-legged driver that doesn't even have a fake leg, and he pulls a flatbed, and he's out there. He's got those crutches where they attach to your arm. And he throws tarps, he does everything, but something tells me he's been doing it a whole lot longer. So, much respect to him. There's where we want that. Should have had another pot of water boiling. I might do that. Ow. I do not want to add cold water to this. So, it's not going to hurt anything for it to be where it is right now. I'll put that on the back burner. I want to get that boiling before I add it to it. So that'll be 7 cups of water. That'll work. Coolness. I found tongs. That will help. And probably need to find some flour. And this would be flour. Have my cup over here. Turn this down a little bit. That's about 3/4 cup. And I need to get the 1/2 cup out. Either I am too big or this kitchen's too small, or both. Probably both. What am I cooking now? Sort of chicken paprikash. Along those lines. I don't know what I'm going to put it over yet though. I might just put it beside rice or something. Or I'll make dumplings. I don't know. Now this water is hot. Now, I might want to list. If I don't watch it, I'm gonna fall out of my chair like what is that, people of Walmart. Which one would be better for this? This one would. It's not going to matter if a little's in here. So, shake up the half and half. Pour about a cup in there for now. Have the chair situated where I can kind of get to most things. I'm going to take these out and set them to the side. Yeah, my motor skills have not been the best. We're going to turn this down. So that's all of them. And just to make sure. Cool. I like this thing. It's got the metal right here. So you can set it there without melting the plastic. Now, I got the half and half. And about half this flour in here. Little more. There we go. I'm going to beat this with a whisk. Get it mixed up pretty good. I might even need a spoon. Kind of get the corners. You just don't want any clumps in this. We're about to mix it in. I have an audience. beautiful, beautiful kitties. The dog's already left, which means Amy has food. He's gonna go to his most likely place to get food. And the heat's still on there. That'll work. Now, this is the interesting part, because you don't want to put too much in at a time. Just a little bit. And mix it in. A little bit. And mix it in. Hello, Mike White. How are you doing? And thank you for showing up. I think everyone's corking everyone today. Unless you're going to do dumplings, you really don't want it chunks of flour in here. So that is why I'm stirring. You see the color changing. You also don't want it to curdle. Sort of tedious, but worth it. I nearly made chicken curry. My arms are tired. My wife did not want me cooking any curry chicken or anything like that. So I decided to cook this. I like spicier food than she does. Okay. More milk. Have it turned to the right side. The rest of the flour. I'll thicken this up. I don't have a fancy kitchen with all kinds of fancy tools. I make do with what I have. If you have the opportunity, do it. Super bad. I've got a bit of stage fright myself, and I'm getting better at talking on camera. My first videos were worse. And the first times I was on anyone's chats, I'm still not good at chats. It's like I don't know when to talk. So it's like, when is my turn? Okay. More. And yes, I have turned the heat down quite a bit. I don't know if I could do one of those competitions if it was timed. Who knows, maybe I would do good. I don't even have time for like GSSF or any of that. And when I get to working, work is going to preoccupy everything because I got to catch back up. Have too many bills to pay. And I think today marks an actual full month. It's over 4 weeks. The 4 weeks is 28. And I have been out of work. So I do appreciate any PayPal or Patreon donations, which have really, really helped. I cashed out my Patreon, and I was able to put gas in my truck so I could get to the doctors. Yeah, gas prices are going through the roof. A motorcycle would be really nice with gas prices. It's going to be in the shop for a while. Harley is, I think, 47 days on painted parts right now. So, yeah. I think they're dragging their feet a little, so I can get back to work anyways. So I gotta pay that deductible. Glad I have it though. I mean, $1,000 deductible or $7,000 worth of damages. I don't know if anybody's watching me on Twitch. I'm very unfamiliar with the platform. If you are, hello. And if anybody's watching on Rumble, hello. I can see the comments from YouTube. I haven't seen any comments from anything else yet. And of course, if you're watching later on any of those platforms, because this is going to Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. And this shouldn't be too much longer. I might boil some rice or something to go with it. Make sure there's no chunks. Yes, this is going to be very creamy. Oh, I've dealt with that too when I hurt my back at work. And then, of course, the workman's comp people, they denied it because they said it happened while I was driving. I'm like, I'm getting slammed in the back by 45,000 pounds of liquid. And then trying to fight it, and it's like you need help right then. So you just go to your doctor, and it's like, hey, yeah, it's workman's comp, but I got to pay for this because I got to get this taken care of. Those systems aren't put in place for us to have easy access to health care. They're put in place to cover the ass of employers. And they're controlled by like insurance companies, that sort of thing. So they want to pay out as little as possible, and a lot of times you have to fight them, and you may pay out of pocket for right now, but continue to fight them, and hopefully get reimbursed later. But say if they have something like, a lot of trucking companies will have like Gallagher insurance, and that just basically means they're self-employed or self-insured. Like when I had my own trucks, I had to carry my own workers' comp insurance, and that was through Gallagher, and it's an insurance company. And an insurance company does not want to pay out. That's not what they do. Okay, turn the heat back up a little bit. I'm going to put the chicken back in. Here we go. And I think I am going to make this with rice. Oh, I'm getting old. Okay, need to grab a few things here. Let me hobble around. Do you know where the rice is? I'm asking the cat where the rice is. The cat just looked at me like I'm crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to find the rice. I have rice. I know I have rice. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. Coolness. Give me a second. Anyways. Here we go. Bring that to the middle. That's my refrigerator kicking in. Thank you, Super Bad. A little bit of salt in there. So measuring out my rice, getting it ready. And I'm closing it back up. So hopefully my wife doesn't kill me for leaving everything out. She's cute when she's mad. I think that's why I piss her off so much. Oh, it smells good. It smells awesome. So now we're literally waiting on water to boil. That's right. And I'll serve this with some rice. This is more random, throwing something together, using up something I needed to use up, which was the chicken, because I don't want it to go bad. That always sucks when you look at something that's like, it's expired and you're debating, well, it still smells good. Should I cook it? And I'd rather use it up before then. I think this will fit. So, oh. Should probably switch those. But for right now, it's serving its purpose. I just don't want to burn it. It is easy to burn things when you're cooking live. Especially from scratch. So now I'll turn that back on. Set. Yes, it is. And that's going to take probably about 15 minutes. So, I will stir this. which is basically done. It would go good with like dumplings. Like if you wanted to add like some chicken and dumpling kind of dumplings, or Czech dumplings, which is just basically boiled bread. Any form of boiled bread it would go really good with. I am going to clean this. Okay. That way I have a plate to put this on. That does usually help. Put it in a pie pan. Hey, if it works. Six power plants shut down? Oh my god. Well, so far I've got power. The only thing I need power for is the camera. So if I lost my power, this would probably still keep, well, no. Well, as long as the internet still stayed up, I'd have to go to my phone and film from there. Either that or use it for, what do you call those things? A router, whatever the thing is, where you can use your phone for your internet service. A hotspot. I think that's what it is. I'm getting better with words. There, especially the first few weeks. At least it's I think post-concussion syndrome is just a blanket term for you hit your head and something is wrong. Well, I was having problems with words. I still am a little bit, but not like I was. So, what am I making? Some kind of chicken paprikash thing. I'm using up chicken that was going to become questionable because I think it expired after today. So it's like, well, it still smells good until I want to cook it. And rather than get to that point, I just decided I wanted to cook it. Because I don't want to throw it out as much as the dog would love me to do that. He would be like, oh yeah. Okay, this is starting to make a bit of a mess. Probably need to stir it. I have like a big, well, technically my wife does, Instapot, rice cooker, that sort of thing. It's a pressure cooker, has rice settings and all that. I never use it. Quite frankly, I think she'd hurt me if I touched it. I haven't done any slow cooker meals. I got a slow cooker over there. A little crock pot. I might do that for one of my next meals, like do pot roast or something. So, and once again, if anyone's on any other platforms like Twitch or Rumble, leave a comment or hop over there and leave one so I can see what it says. Because I'm going out to all three. Just checking in, can't stay, but wanted to say hey, have a great night, y'all. Awesome. Thank you for checking in, Dustin. Thank anyone who checks in. I need to watch time. An hour and a half into this. Hopefully my cat doesn't knock everything down. She's teeter-tottering over there. The other thing about having two cats and a Mastiff. Mastiff sees anything that's furry and small and it runs, he goes after it. He's got a strong prey instinct. Ahoy. Double note. Oh, I just got some new teeth. Trying to pronounce that. I can type it better than I can pronounce it. But ahoy, hello, how are you doing? Constitutional Carter. Dobrze, dobre, dobru, and then no. That's good night though, I think. No leave. So hello anyways. That's another thing too. Literally the same day as my accident, I had left the dentist and I got a few crowns put in. So that's messed with my speech anyways. There's a few words that I can't pronounce. So I gotta try, and I don't. Constitutional Carpenter. Cool name. Oh. So now we're just waiting on the rice. Anyways, daximasu. Doja. Hopefully. I cooked Cubans and plantains tonight. Oh, cool. Plantains are awesome. Did you post it? Or a picture or something? I love all food. To post a picture. I'll look you up. Let me see. Actually, I need to check on that rice before I do that. So I'm saying it is very, very easy to burn your food. And I do not want to burn my food. Because of things like you get distracted with the chat or what have you. It happens. Do you have an Instagram? If you have an Instagram, is it the same name or? Let me see. No Instagram. Are you on Discord? I do have a Discord. I don't know how to post it on here though. Here's a YouTube comment. Oh, YouTube. Oh, one thing I'm really having problems with is like R's, where there's like a slight roll to them or anything. Because it's like 2 front teeth that I had done. And it's messing with me. I'll get it. It'll just take a bit. Dog! Hold on. Okay. That was one of those small furry things running. If you heard what sounded like a horse galloping through, that was my dog. The cat made a run for it. What was I trying to say? I was talking to my son. What was it? I think it was the V. Like Yaximus Voyomatka. And what is, how is your mother? Which in that case I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about Amy. I think I pronounced it right that time, so it's getting there. Share this. It's just about done. I just don't want anything to stick. fact, I could probably turn the heat off of it. And this has been one of my longer chats. An hour and a half already. Come here, Dennis. Come here. How you doing? He smells the chicken. He was really liking when I was frying cornbread the other day. He's like, hush puppies. And he's a puppy. I'm making basically chicken paprikash and I'm putting it with rice. More kind of the Czech version than the Hungarian. It's not the, like the soup, which the soup is awesome. I mean, you got potatoes, you got chicken, you got all kinds of stuff in there. And you got, you know, stock or broth or what have you. This is more creamy, like something that you would want bread to sop up the gravy. That sort of thing. Where I was debating making like dumplings, almost like chicken and dumplings that go with it, because I don't have a mixer, so I didn't want to mix up a bunch of dough by hand for making Czech dumplings, which is just basically a boiled loaf of bread and you slice it up. But it's really good for sopping up gravies and sauces, that sort of thing. So this is going to be really saucy. Speaking of which, I need to taste that. Make sure it doesn't need anything. See? And if you don't taste like your soups and stuff like that, you need to. And that is awesome. Because that way you know how much salt, how much salt to put it, especially salt. Because a lot of the ingredients you put in things have salt already in it. And some people want more, some people want less. It's very subjective. And you kind of taste it as you go along. If you have company, I would suggest using a clean spoon each time. If it's your family, who cares? So let me check on the rice. Yep, that is done. So, there's the rice. See how I want to do this. Honestly, do not know. No matter how I do it, it's going to be messy. And there you go. So chicken pepper kash alongside some rice. I'll probably take some pictures of it and post them as well. I get to wear a crave suit. Like a good broth. Sometimes that's all I want. I don't even want the soup, like the chunks of anything in it. I just want that broth, like from a good chicken noodle soup sort of thing. I don't know if I can make this look pretty or not. It's like you try to make it look pretty when you put it in the pan or the plate, but the sauce wants to get everywhere. So what are you gonna do? Have my flash on, see if that helps. Okay, that works. Oh, I have a video for potato and leek soup. And I like potato and leek soup, but I don't usually blend it. You know, a lot of people, they'll put the immersion blender in there and they'll blend it all up where it's almost like tomato soup or something. I like leaving the chunks of leek in there along with potato. And I like the texture. I just like the way it tastes. And I believe that's what I did on my leek soup video, if you want to check that out. So yeah, it does kind of look like Indian food or something. Not quite. Wrong side of the Urals. Getting there though. Didn't I have, there we go. Had a spoon. And that is my cat. Or one of them. Technically, that's Amy's cat. She's a big fluff ball. And my wife thinks she can do no wrong. Spoiled, pampered ball of fur. And mine is the mean, skinny one. And she woke me up this morning at like 2 o'clock in the morning, standing on my face, screaming at me. But AR Gun 1776. Hello, how are you doing? This is what we were doing. I was using a chicken, so I needed something to cook, and I was either going to cook something like this or do like a curry chicken sort of thing, and my wife didn't want curry, so I made this. Chicken pepper kash, but I put it with rice instead of pairing it with some kind of dumpling. More the creamy style, not the soup. So yeah, leeks are awesome. You have to clean them really well, though. You got to clean celery anything like that really well too. Break it apart and clean it. Just leeks are in so many more layers. You have to peel them apart, clean them real good, then you kind of put them all back together and you start slicing them up. But they're really good. And well, the food's done. And it is really good. I didn't put sugar in it. I put the stevia, so I'm probably going to do less real sugar, more like fake sugar. And I'm trying to come up with a good kolache recipe. Because my kolaches are awesome. But they're not exactly diabetic friendly. Blueberry kolaches. And you're basically making that from preserves and that sort of thing. And there's only so much you can do with the bread. I found preserves that are more diabetic friendly, so that's okay. So now I'm kind of working on the bread because kolache dough is a little bit specific. And you need a little bit of sugar with the yeast, and you need like lemon zest. You shred up the peel of the lemon to go with it, and then of course, I'll have like a strudel crumble on top of it and powdered sugar. None of that is good for a diabetic. And she is diabetic, so that's kind of changing our food. I did buy some Pillsbury sugar-free brownie mix. I may try that tomorrow just to do a review on it and see how it turns out. Oh, it's cool. I'll be going to bed here pretty quick too. I'm going to be shutting this down probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes. I've been going live for an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if I want to just go ahead and push it for 2 hours or not. I've never done one for 2 hours. So, Constitutional Carpenter there has me wanting leek soup now. It's not hard to make, and it's very healthy. Well, I don't know. By the time I get through with anything, I don't think it's healthy. I mean, it tastes good, but it's not exactly health food. It's like by the time I get through with the salad, oh, I'm eating healthy, I'm doing good, and it's like 5,000 calories. So, but anyways, I'm sitting in a chair here in front of my stove. Because I can't stand for too long, I can sit longer. But I am doing a lot better. Definitely a lot better than having to use a walker. I hate that thing. I used the walker for like the first week. Then I went to crutches. And then I went to the cane. And I can pretty much move around without the cane now. As long as I don't have to go too far. Because at a certain point, I'm going to start losing my balance and everything. And I really need the cane for that. That my leg starts hurting. So when this is over, I'll be probably taking my food to bed. And getting yelled at for taking my food to bed. But as you can see, I'm eating this. And it turned out pretty good. I think if I do more of these, I'm either going to have, well, I might have to cut the portions down and do like 2 of them and go ahead and get one started. That way I can do that, you know, Julia Child, Justin Wilson kind of thing where you've already got the dish kind of made. And you start off and you get about like halfway through it and it's like, okay, this is going to have to boil for 30 minutes or an hour. And you take that pot and you put it over to the side and then you grab this pot from under the cabinet that's been warm and that one's already where you need it. And, well, this one's here. And you can keep going with the recipe. I can't afford to buy that much food though to do like 2 of them, and I'd have to figure out how the recipe would do cutting it in half. I could probably do it in a more timely fashion if I did that. Don't know, but let me know what y'all think about the live cooking instead of recording. How y'all feel about it. If you like the recorded better or if you like watching me cook and ramble on. So it'd be awesome if I get somebody in here. I don't know where Tim is. He makes a good co-host. So does Foss. He's got one of them weird last names like some of my family members do. So they just shorten it. It's like, it's not English, don't worry about it. Oh my god, I'm hungry now. Thank you, Tara Smith Kitchen. Spicy potato soup, that's awesome. Oh, I found my white pepper. My son had it. When I was cooking at his house, and we cooked the, what was it, chicken and chicken sausage jambalaya. I bought 2 containers of white pepper, and he still had the one that was mine. So now I have 2 because I'd already bought one. But that stuff is expensive. That's another thing. The price of spices is going up too. You know, it's not just fuel and milk and chicken. But chicken has another reason it's going up, which is I think they had to put down a bunch of chickens. There was some illness or something that went through them. That's like, what, 2 years in a row? Because I think last year the same thing happened and they had to kill off a bunch of chickens. And then the year before that, when like milk was going to waste and a lot of things were going to waste. But the prices of everything, including spices, are going up. And some of the spices I look for are a lot harder to find. Like, hold on. This stuff here. The company is Siege. Or don't ask me to pronounce that. I'm still getting some teeth. I just call it Siege. I'm from Texas. What the hell? It's Hungarian sweet paprika. And they have the regular, usually what you'll find isn't the sweet paprika, it's the regular, but it's still better than normal paprika. And if you know anything about the history of Eastern Europe, you know, Czechoslovakia and Hungary and all that, before World War I, that was all the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And their next door neighbors, it's like, you know, Hungary and Austria is like right below. And Germany's to the west, Poland's to the north, Ukraine is to the east. And so there's like that mixture of kind of food, like you get the kraut in there, and you get the paprika in there, and you get the dumplings, and you know, your pierogies, and everyone has like a version of that boiled dumpling. The Ukrainians call it something else, but it's still basically pierogies. And it's all pretty much the same language. It's all Slavic languages, and then you have the Germanic languages in there too. But there's a mixture in the food. And if you're cooking something like this, you definitely don't want to use smoked paprika. There are dishes smoked paprika is perfect for. This is not one of them. You want good regular paprika or sweet paprika, either Hungarian or Spanish if you can get it. Personally, you like the live. Live cooking is more interactive. Oh yeah, it can definitely, like, you get too much into the conversation, you can easily burn things. Very easily. It's easy to burn things when you're not live, because you have so many things you're trying to do, and then you're trying to record, and then you're trying to do this, and then you're trying to record. And half the time you're stressed for time, which, I mean, it's not like I'm making a living off of YouTube. I'm not even a big enough channel to be monetized or anything like that, or get super chats or any. The only thing I can get any chats on is Rumble. That's I can't remember what you call them. It's a little money bag thing. You can send like $1 or what have you. I haven't gotten any of those yet, so I don't know if anyone's watching me on Rumble. I think even with the whole free speech thing, a lot of people, especially my audience, which I think most is, you know, 40s, 50s, you know, some of them 30s. I don't know how old y'all are. But, you know, it's like everyone had a MySpace and then a Facebook, and all these social media things came out, and you don't want to hop around from one to the other. And it's like, I really don't like this platform anymore, but I don't want to change. And I think that's a lot of it, is people just don't want to change. It's like, all right, I know YouTube, I know this, and I don't want to change. I can get those things on Rumble, and I've got a PayPal and I've got a Patreon. All that's listed on my channel description. But I'm not monetized. I'm definitely not making a living. I wish I could. That'd be awesome. Make a living cooking food on camera. That would just be incredible. But considering how many cook and how few are able to do that, I don't see that happening. But it would be nice to get like that 500 subscribers. It would be awesome. I don't know how long it's going to take though. I got like 240 something now. And it's took nearly a year to get that. I appreciate every single one of them though. Everyone watching, and I've got to say it's really, really cool when somebody says they learned how to cook something from watching one of my videos. That's just, I don't know, it's like hits you in the feel goods or something, you know? It's a good feeling. I like it. So I guess that's payment. Getting good feedback like that. I think I'm going to let this go for about 2 more minutes, and I'm going to get off right at 2 hours. So I do need to get my watch time up. That's another reason I was doing live. I need, like, what is it? 4,000 hours. I think it's in a year. I'm not sure. If it is, that puts it somewhere around 300, I think in 315, somewhere around there, watch hours a month. And I would need about 6 times the watch hours that I have. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'll be driving a truck for quite a while longer. It's another reason I don't put out as many videos as a lot of channels do, is when I'm not at home injured, I'm driving a truck. And I do local and over the road, but here lately it's more over the road. So Monday through Friday, usually Sunday night through Friday evening, Saturday morning, I'm not home. And then I get back in. If I'm going to do something, it'll be Saturday evening or Sunday. And then I can post it and I can go. But that's what it is. I've got to make a living. I need to get back to it, so I need to get healed. And I would like to thank all of you, especially those that are still on here, for watching my video and watching me live. It's pretty cool. I appreciate it. Let me see. Oh yeah, everything's gone so political. So the reason I like cooking, it's not as much political. I mean, it can get there, like that lady that was cooking bone broth, and they said it was some Asian thing, which she might have been cooking in Asian style, but I don't know of a culture that doesn't cook bone broth. I mean, they cooked it in Eastern Europe, they cooked it in England, they cooked it in Spain, they cooked it in Africa. I'm pretty sure Native Americans cooked it. It's kind of like boiled dumplings. There's not many cultures that don't have a boiled dumpling. And you look at all of American food, it's gathered from everywhere. Every culture kind of puts their little thing into it, which comes up with beautiful and tasty food. You know, every wave of immigrants brought something new, something awesome. So I don't know. People go too crazy. I don't like getting too political. Not on this. There's other places I'll get more political. I kind of like keeping this to food. Something to hopefully bring people together, because we've all got to eat. Unless some radical vegan starts attacking my channel for showing me. I don't know. I'm sure it's possible. I do back everything up on Rumble. So because I do have other content, and if I piss somebody off, I do not know how to get rid of that. I'm going to block them. Okay. Hopefully they're blocked. I just figured out how to block someone. Okay, cool. But anyways, if I say the wrong thing or whatever, who knows? That's the other thing. The pendulum's always swinging, and people think it's going one direction, it's going to swing back the other. You know, people have enough, they push back, and it goes back and forth. And it goes a little more right, a little more left, and who knows what'll be acceptable in the future. So, if for some reason I manage to piss sensors off with something, who knows? My stuff is backed up on Rumble, and you can find me there. But for right now, I'm still on YouTube, and I appreciate everyone for watching, and I am going to end the chat here and finish eating my supper, and I'm going to put all this stuff in containers and put it up in the fridge. I can eat it tomorrow and the next day. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch y'all later. Have a good night, and I need to block this user again. That's crazy. I don't know if it's hiding it or not, but they need to be blocked. Okay. So like this again, I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and push the button. So I will catch y'all later. Bye.